Alright, everybody, welcome back to The Last of Us. I believe we're probably just gonna run through spring again. I don't know, this might be the end of the game. I can't really remember. I know it's kind of towards the end, but I think you go back into summer. Like, you just kind of make a whole year through this game. Forgive us. Why? Because you, like, robbed the place, or...
God.
Oh. Because you, like, murdered your kids. Lake Resort map. Tasker? I have no idea who that is. Or if that's even a game.
I dreamt about flying the other night.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Want to go into it, or?
Never mind. It was a stupid dream.
Okay. I wanted to listen to your dream, Ellie. I bet it was like neat. It's been probably what, like at least like 3 months, because like the start of winter, when you play through winter, it's like the start of the winter. It's like winter just started. It only been a couple weeks. Because you kind of end fall right when winter's starting. So I can't imagine that it feels like we more or less skipped all of winter, except for maybe like the few weeks in between when you actually play. On that, I feel like you more or less just skip over winter, and now you're in spring, and feels like might be a couple.
Look at that. Another city. Another abandoned quarantine zone.
Gee, he's just not here, huh? Probably the saddest part of the game is when you just kind of realize how out of it Ellie really is.
There's that hospital the Firefly mentioned. Come on, kiddo.
Isn't this in Utah? Isn't Salt Lake City in Utah? I could be wrong. I'm horrible with geography. I do have that NA education. So. Is this a door? No, you cannot enter that door. Okay. I was about to say, please do not tell me this is another door I just never entered. I thought there was a comic around here. I thought one of those buses had a comic. I guess not.
Maybe we cut through here, huh?
Okay. Oh, one of the best scenes is about to come up. Lucia, we made it to the quarantine zone. I wanted to call you, but all the phone lines are down in the city. They told us they can deliver letters between the different zones. Although it will probably take a week or two to reach you. We're in good spirits. Hannah talks about you a lot. She really misses you. I'm surprised at the calmness and maturity she's shown throughout this craziness. I feel like I've been the emotional one. I find that she's comforting me most of the time. We've raised her well. I hope all is well on your side of the country. I really hope to hear your voice soon. Love, Graham. Graham? Graham?
We didn't have a clue back then.
I think it was Graham. Not like old Gran, like Graham, like a graham cracker. Is that Ellie behind me? No. I think Ellie's just kind of sitting down.
Everything all right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
You just kind of seem extra quiet today.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's not. It's fine.
Oh, hey, pills. I do have a lot of supplements. 75. Just crafting speed. I'd rather get to like weapon sway or master shiv again. Using a shiv to break free of a clicker, grappling only one shiv's ability is used. No weapon sway, that would be nice. Yeah, I wouldn't really need max health. It's like if you're doing a second playthrough, those are when everything starts like making the game super easy. Which, knowing me, I'll probably play his version again sooner or later. Probably later, probably another year.
Well, we could use that ladder.
It is in Utah. Cool, I was right.
Ellie? Ellie?
What?
The ladder. Come on.
Right.
This has got to be hard on both of them. Oh yeah, by the way, I changed up my guns and my camos since I had them. Joel now has a gold shotgun and a gold pistol. Gold-ish shotgun and gold-ish pistol. Whatever that design is, I forgot to mention that. And then here's the pistol. Look at that nice pistol. Oh,
What is it?
Ellie.
Ellie!
Wait, hold up.
Ellie!
Wait for me, Ellie.
You gotta see this.
What is it?
It's one of the better scenes. It's what makes her really happy. Let's enjoy it for the moment, Joel. Oh, it's the giraffe. It's the giraffe scene.
You kidding me?
This is like the best scene in the game because it's so happy, and Ellie is like so like ready to look at these giraffes. It's kind of great, kind of
Come on,
awesome.
Hurry up.
In the same hell.
Oh, look at those pretty giraffes.
You see this? Shh, don't scare it.
I won't.
What are you doing?
It's all right. Come here. Hey, hurry up. Come on.
Hey there. So fucking cool. Oh, where's it off to? Here, come on, let's go.
Slow down, kiddo.
Come on.
Oh, Ellie being happy is such a nice, refreshing.
Hurry up, come on.
It's so refreshing, so nice. I don't think there's anything to loot. I think it's more just like, hey, go look at the giraffes, which is fine.
Oh, man.
It's a little herd of them.
Wow. Look at those things.
How do you think these things survive, like, throughout the winter? Because they're, like, in Africa. Give me the prompt. Give me the stupid prompt. There it goes. Thank you.
So, is everything you were hoping for?
It's got its ups and downs, but you can't deny the view, though.
We're just gonna enjoy watching the giraffes. It's kind of like an enclosed zoo now, but like, look at this big ass city. I really do question. Oh, what is happening to my game? It's yes, that's the game not knowing what to do right about there. It's like, wait, what's happening? I don't think it's gonna happen anywhere else, but whew. Okay, did Salt Lake City have like a big ass like zoo or something? I don't know. I've never been to Utah.
We don't have to do this. You know that, right?
What's the other option?
Go back to Tommy's. Just be done with this whole damn thing.
After all we've been through. Everything that I've done. It can't be for nothing. Look, I know you mean well, but there's no halfway with this. Once we're done, we'll go wherever you want. Okay?
Well, I ain't leaving without you. So let's go wrap this up.
Man, the one thing that like sucks is you don't even know if there's ever a cure. You'll never know if there's ever going to be a cure. They're just so high.
There's that comic of hers.
Book 9. Oh man, it's by Dark Comics? Those are the people that make the Apex comics. Actually, Dark Horse Comics? I'm pretty sure that's who it was. Let me check. Yeah. Flip this over. Dark Horse Books. Is this an actual comic series? I actually kind of look it up. I have the app on my phone. I was really hoping for more propane because I don't use like this at all, but at the same time I have no reason to use it.
Well, this place takes me back.
How so?
It was right after everything went down. I ended up in a triage just like this. And everywhere you looked, you just saw families torn apart. The whole damn world seemed to have turned upside down in a blink.
Is that after you lost Sarah?
Yes, it will.
I can't imagine losing someone you love like that. Losing everything that you know. I'm sorry, Joel.
That's okay, Ellie.
Oh shit. I thought it was glass. It's nice knowing they're coming on, like, talking terms about stuff now. But man, that can never be easy for Joel to talk about. Is that number 5? Okay. What weapon needs a 5? At that point, just make it to where everything costs free. If I have all 5 of them. I feel like this playthrough, I've been very good about looting and checking every little corner. I feel like my first 2 times, I know where everything is, so I kind of rush through it. But this time, I'm like, I think it's because I'm appreciating the world a lot more than I did. I think, yeah, it's just my appreciation for the world, so I'm like looking through everything a lot more. Man, oh man. I wish you could go in here. Let me see the goods. Show me the goods. Also, where's the workbench? Is there nothing in these? Nothing back there? Nope. Okay. Oh, there's a workbench. Another map. Quarantine bus station. No more supplies. Hospital. Evacuation route north. Now the question is, have I found every single workbench? I don't think so. I might have, but I don't think I have, because I feel like it would have. Oh, okay, this requires 5 for rounds fired by weapon can go through armor. And I really don't have a whole ton. Was that just like a like harder point, or that looks like it's smoother? Definitely want that. All right, okay. Could have changed out the barrel, make it like have a better spin on it or something. Not, let's clean the bottom of the gun. With the reload speed. I question how that makes the reload speed better. Okay.
That should help us out.
Anything back here? Nope. Alright, Ellie, let's go through the bus.
I got something for you.
What's
Here.
up?
Maria showed this to me, and I stole it. I hope you don't mind.
Well, no matter how hard you try, I guess you can't escape your past. Thank you.
All right. Anything in here? Probably not. I hope I get more. How many pills do I have? 85? Ugh. Yeah, I doubt it's gonna give me a shit ton of pills before the end of the game. There might be enough, and I just missed all of them. But I definitely feel like this game does not give you like 400, 500 pills, whatever you need to like max out your whatever. I feel like it definitely makes you want to do 2 playthroughs. Because I know on playthrough 2, I played like a New Game Plus story.
This time it's gonna be different. I just know it.
What do you mean?
They're gonna be there. The Fireflies. I'm sure of it.
I sure hope so, Ellie. But it's like I've explored a lot, and even then, it's like I feel like I've definitely upgraded more than normal. But I don't feel like I've done the max. Like you're gonna get the max no matter how hard you try. Anything I can craft? Nope. Any pills back here? Oh, but there's crafting. And who knows what I've missed here and there. There's so much stuff. And for all I know, maybe they added more. Did I kill it? Um. All right. I think we're good.
Stay quiet.
Possibly not. I don't know. I should just like use so much stuff. I like how it doesn't even give descriptions of it. It's just like, hey, it's this tool. Oh good, you did drop something. I think it's trying to entice me to use the whatevers. Oh, Two of my arrows broke, lame. Think anything's up here? But I could check it. Give me a brick. Yeah, that's definitely not like all of everything that's here. You definitely know there's gonna be other things. Or not, I don't know. Ooh, give me a bottle. I feel like they make more noise. Because glass shattering sounds so much louder. I also feel like I've been good on supplies this time around. Like sometimes I feel like I'm always short like one or two things. But it's always just been like, oh, what's it called? It's always been like citrus. Thanks, Ellie. I didn't really want to shoot. Oh well. It is how it is. El Diablo.
Oh my god. There's so many of them.
I know, let's just keep at it.
Can I craft anything? No, because I don't have enough scissors. Let me get a better angle on this. Three hits, 3 arrows, 3 headshots. Way to go, me. Now the question is, do I get all of them back? Got 2. Oh, it's got all 3 arrows back. Good thing those guys just didn't hear the gunshots right outside their door. Alright. Looks like I gotta hold my breath when I'm being quiet. There's another big guy. Yeah. He
Ellie, cover me!
Thank you. Okay. Sometimes you just gotta make it a full-on fight. Is there 3 of them? Goodbye. Dude, can you, like, not? There we go. Wait, okay, no, that was...
We killed him.
Was there 3 of them?
I think we got
Did
it.
Ellie take out the other one?
I think you're right.
Endure and survive.
Hey, I said it. Are you happy, Ellie? I said the thing. Really? I get 6, 7 shots with this? That's all you're gonna give me, game? Is there anything, like, up on here? Oh my god. It's a manual. Improve radius, imbalance explosives. Here's this shred. Okay. Could have used that like 2 seconds ago. But it's okay. It's alright. Yo, how much would that suck? Knowing your friend had like 4 or 5 bullets on him in a world slowly losing ammo. And
All right, you think you can shove that crate down?
No sweat.
like, but then he gets bit and becomes infected, and then he doesn't like empty his pockets. He just like runs away. You're like, well, that's 4 bullets I don't have now.
Okay.
Thank you. There's no reason for me to swim here.
Watch your step. That water looks pretty deep.
Hey, that's what we can do once we're done.
What's that?
You can teach me how to swim.
You got it.
Oh, hell yeah. Look at that. Is that a bass? No, I think that's like a sunfish or something. Pretty big fish, though. How did they get down here? I don't know. Was it the last was part 2 that had the whole breath thing? I feel like it was never an issue in this game. Anything good? Nope. Okay. Just get on through, I understand.
I'm on the other side.
Cool. Drop that ladder down for me.
All right, hold on.
That doesn't look sketch. Can I carry it, Joel, please? How convenient. There's a ladder right here.
All right, just stick to the edge. It's shallow over there.
Can I climb up here? Joel allowed to climb? He is. Oh, I thought Ellie would be here. Oh, hey, but a comic book.
There's another.
Which one is this? 13. Catalyst. Is there stuff down here for me this time around? I don't think there is. I think that was like the collective part.
Freezing!
That was the only collectible. I think I just said collective, but I do not know.
All right. Give me your foot.
Okay.
I mean, Joel could probably climb that.
Get that door open.
It's not like people can't stick their foot through those. Those are very grippy fences.
Look out! Ellie!
Get off me! Yeah.
Don't worry, you just got some
Just surprised me.
shotgun to the face as well.
Man, I can't wait for those things to be wiped out.
You know, that's the thing. Like the thing, funguses like don't really survive in cold. But I guess this one's kind of like a weird one where it did survive. I did find every single one of them. Nice. Prepare for the worst. Why did it just go away? Joel, I wanted to upgrade. I didn't press anything. Gave me the trophy, you put the weapon down. I think maybe because no, the shotgun's not even fully whatever. Okay, that's weird. Oh, capacity. Reload speed. Let's go with capacity. It's nice having a bigger capacity. Nice. I used all 20. Is there really no like
This is good.
parts around here? Did I make anything? Nope. Okay. I'm waiting to get more pills, and I'm waiting to get more other stuff. Please be a shiv door. It probably is.
There you go.
Pills. Ammo. Arrows. This is like a really big room. For like stuff, huh? Is my flamethrower really full? Yep. I guess it is. Like full on, full. Hey, hold up. Yeah, I only had the one, so I'm like, I'm not wasting this. I have 50 now. Do I really want to upgrade anything else? Let's see if I can't upgrade the capacity of this really fast. Maybe I can start using it.
Let's see what we got.
Capacity. So you can reload the weapon faster, increases range. Round fired by the weapon deal more damage. Wish I had 10 more for that. Probably that. Because the range would be good, but it's not necessary. Reloading seems more necessary. Alright. Oh wow.
Now, there
That
we
was
go.
much faster reload. Instead of twisting it, you just like slam it. That looked good.
Watch your head.
Thank you. Anything up here? Any dog tags?
Hey, look. There it is.
The hospital. These cinematic like cameras they do. It's so nice, so nice looking. Feels like I do
Stay
not
put.
want to be in that water. You're not, but I am. I'm going underwater. Ooh. I feel like this is the way I'm supposed to be going. I kind of didn't mean to go this way. Is there nothing in this room? Guess not. Yeah, I just kind of panicked and chose a direction. I'll probably go back. City water. Surprised these things haven't busted yet. Then again, if the plan's like run down.
You made it. All right, come on. Keep going.
One thing I feel like I always mention this when like doing this stuff with Ellie.
I ain't making that jump.
Is like it feels like with the board instead of making it seems like they took away the fact that it like okay, that's just a glitch in the system. Feels like they took away the buoyancy of like when she jumps on the pallet, which I think is a little weird that they did that, especially with how realistic everything else is. Okay, there's just nothing in here. Got it. Understood. Where am I putting her? Like,
Get on.
over there?
Okay, there. I'm on it. Be careful.
I got you.
Okay, you got a ladder for me? Watch it break. I think it breaks, right?
Stand back.
Or not. Nope, no it does.
Damn ladder broke off the wall.
Now what?
I'll figure something out.
You know what's funny? I think both times I played this game, instead of like going like this, I think I went like down around, came up through here, picked it up, and then dropped it over there like a weird idiot. Instead of just like dropping it or climbing up and making it a shorter route. It's okay, we got ingenuity. Make yourself a bridge.
Oh, I see. Good idea.
Yep, until I apparently just don't know how to balance anymore. So what?
Oh boy.
What is that? Like a
Let me
jet
go
engine?
ahead, and you follow my lead.
Okay, right behind you.
So what are these air ducts used for? Oh, can you not get in here? Boo, I was hoping you can get in there. Jump, Joel. Ooh.
Okay, come on, jump.
You're gonna catch me?
I got you. See? You didn't even need me.
Let's get the hell off this thing.
Yeah, let's not probably run. Get across, Ellie. Or you're waiting for me.
Whoa! Ellie, move!
Oh,
I got it.
Joel, you definitely could have made it up there. Why he didn't, like, just go for it is kind of, like... What am I looking for, huh? Oh, hi.
Ellie!
Fucking made it!
Here we go.
Ellie, give me your hand! Give me your hand before you...
Oh, we need to get out. Now. Oh. Swim, Joel, swim. She get, like, knocked out.
Hands in the air!
She's not breathing.
Hands in the fucking air!
Come on.
God. Man, like, people who would do that, it's like, you're just gonna let a little girl, like, drown? Are you serious? Like, let him at least, like, find out she's
Welcome to
okay.
the Fireflies. Sorry about that. They didn't know who you were.
And Ellie?
She's all right. They brought her back. You came all this way. How'd you do it?
It was her. She fought like hell to get here. Maybe it was meant to be.
I lost most of my crew crossing the country. I pretty much lost everything. And then you show up, and somehow we find you just in time to save her. Maybe it was meant to be.
Take me to her.
You don't have to worry about her anymore. We'll take care
I
of her.
worry. Just let me see her, please.
You can't. She's being prepped for surgery.
The hell you mean surgery?
The doctors tell me the cordyceps, the growth inside her, has somehow mutated. It's why she's immune. Once they remove it, they'll be able to reverse engineer a vaccine. A vaccine.
But it grows all over the brain.
It does.
Find someone else.
There is no one else.
Listen, you were gonna show me where she...
Stop. I get it. But whatever it is you think you're going through right now is nothing to what I have been through.
Oh, I don't know if you...
I knew her since she was born.
Oh,
I promised your mother I would look after her.
Then why are you letting this happen?
Because this isn't about me, or even her. There is no other choice here.
Yeah, you keep telling yourself that bullshit.
March him out of here. He tries anything, shoot him. Don't waste this gift, Joel.
Marlene, no offense, I don't think you know what we've been through in like the last like 10, 12
I
months.
said get up.
Son, you don't know who you're dealing with. Acting all cocky, beating up an old man. By the way, Joel's in like his like mid
I said
50s.
move. Give me an excuse. Which way?
Oh, thanks, bud. Thanks for the pointing of the direction of like.
What the fuck you doing? Keep walking. I said keep walking. Where is the operating room? I ain't got time for this. Where? Top floor, the far end.
Yeah, you mess with the wrong guy, dude.
The smuggler, he's in here.
Hey, guess what? Guess what time it is? The time I don't give a shit. It's the, hey, welcome to your desk. Guess what we're doing? We're finding Ellie. I could be stealthy, sure. Do I want to? Not really. You know where I am? Good for you. Alright.
Not here! Spread out!
El Diablo ammo. Thanks for the one shot, bud. Oh, I'm somewhere. Definitely am. I missed that shot?
Cover me! I'm moving up!
Like, there's just gonna be a line of bodies. Hey, bud, thanks to the assault rifle. I don't know who you thought you were. Joel's just like a survivalist John Wick, my guy. I'm sorry, but you've already lost me. I'm not even trying to be super stealthy at this point.
You over there?
Oh, give me a second. I gotta make sure I don't miss my shots anymore. Hey. Do you have anything for me, bud, or no? No, okay. I don't know, this guy might have. No, he didn't. Never mind.
Fucking here.
Dang, this thing kicks.
Watch my back. I got him.
Oh, hi. Apparently you thought you could get really close. Look at this gun.
There you are!
Where am I? Really? Ah, shit. Thank you. You guys like give me ammo? Any ammo really works. The fact that you're wasting assault rifle ammo is kind of appalling. Something? No, just a lamp. Okay. Like one guy is just running through you and you're wasting AR ammo? Like, what? Whose bright idea was this, Marlene's? Hey. Get me out. Yeah, I've looted through here. Cool. Like, imagine being stealthy during this section.
Down this way. Stay alert.
Hell yeah, it is.
Hold on down there. Did you hear what I... Shit. He's over here! No, fuck! Ah! Oh, shit!
Hey, you wanted me to snub nose? Yeah? Alright, let me let this fire pass. Thank you. You guys drop anything? More shotgun ammo? What about you? Nothing? Lame ass. Didn't drop me anything. What an asshole. Come on, man. I need to kill like 20 more fireflies. What if you could collect every one of their dog tags? How fucked would that be? Like, oh hey, by the way, here's like 20 dog tags that you can collect. Because you just like massacred a whole like army of fireflies. That works, even though I'm pretty sure we murdered everybody, Joel. Why? If you're not gonna let me down here, why even, like, not have... Why would you even let me down there if there's nothing down there? So that's a surgery room? Wait, what? This place looks new. Yeah, I really don't remember this room. Yeah, I didn't find anything. March, we finally crossed the Utah border. In a couple of days, we'll be back with the others. Today, the crew was in much better spirits. I've been worried about their morale since Greg and Tiana's passing last week. Good to hear them laughing again. Robin came up to me and said, "Thanks for watching over us, Marlene. It was a small gesture, but I needed it." March 23rd, Ellie never made it. We arrived at the hospital. There was much celebration, at least from the others. I guess they're happy to see their old friends. We haven't seen some of these guys in over 10 years. After they told me the news, I couldn't eat. I couldn't talk to anyone. I should be grateful to just be alive, but right now I just want to shut my eyes for a bit. They look at me and I know they're thinking, wait, did it say Ellie didn't arrive? Okay, Ellie never made it. Okay. They looked at me and I know what they're thinking. They're a bunch of incompetent grunts. What was I supposed to do? I thought I was going to die. My men were being hunted by the entire Boston, but battling. I had to get her out of the city. How was I supposed to know the Firefly escorts were already dead? God damn it. I'm panicked. In the end, I healed pretty damn quick, and my men were more capable than I gave them credit for. More than a handful survived the army's attack. I should have kept her with me instead of handing her off to a couple of smugglers. I failed you, Annie. I failed all of us. I'm an incompetent grunt. April 25th, I can't stand talking to any of them. I don't think I can take the stairs any longer. No, I can stay here. April 28th, one of our scouts just radioed in. He spotted an older man with a young girl entering the tunnel by the bus terminal. He thinks she might have had red hair, but he's not sure. What if it's her? Stop doing this, Marlene. The recon squad is about to head out. I'm going to join them. When you're lost in the darkness, looking for the light. She's alive. They're running a test on her now. I can't tell if I'm excited, scared, or just nervous. All I know is my hands won't stop shaking. Yeah, but do you care, Marlene? Do you care? Joel, are you good? Flip. What does it say? Maroney, Stewart. Something. How many pills? 10? I'm once again, like, not able to carry. I have too much ammo.
April 28th. Marlene was right. The girl's infection is like nothing I've ever seen. The cause of her immunity is uncertain. As we've seen in all past cases, the antigenic titers of the patient's cordyceps remain high in both the serum and the cerebrospinal fluid. Blood cultures taken from the patient rapidly grow cordyceps and fungal media in the lab. However, white blood cell lines, including percentages and absolute counts, are completely normal. There is no elevation of pro-inflammatory cytokines, and an MRI of the brain shows no evidence of fungal growth in the limbic regions, which which would normally accompany the prodrome of aggression in infected patients. We must find a way to replicate this state under laboratory conditions. We're about to hit a milestone in human history equal to the discovery of penicillin. After years of wandering in circles, we're about to come home, make a difference, and bring the human race back into control of its own destiny. All of our sacrifices and the hundreds of men and women who've bled for this cause, or worse, will not be in vain.
Yep. That's where I entered from. Here's some more lore. Let's listen.
It's 5:30 p.m. on April 28th. I just finished speaking, more like yelling at our head surgeon. Apparently, there's no way to extricate the
Oh. Hold on.
It's 5:30 p.m. on...
Okay.
It's 5:30 p.m. on April 28th. I just finished speaking, more like yelling at our head surgeon.
I guess if you're listening to it the first time, you can play it and just walk
It's
around.
5:30 p.m.
But because I
April 28th.
put it away,
I just finished speaking, more like yelling at our head surgeon. Apparently, there's no way to extricate the parasite without eliminating the host. Fancy way of saying we gotta kill the fucking kid. And now they're asking for my go-ahead. The tests just keep getting harder and harder, don't they? I'm so tired. I'm exhausted. And I just want this to end. So be it.
like, she seems to care, but then, like, the fact that she makes the decision is crazy. So, like, the thing that I kind of hate about it is, like, so you make a vaccine so people can't get infected anymore. Does that mean they can, like, clear out spore areas easier? Does that, like, what does that mean? Okay. Like, what does that mean? You know? Like, people can't get infected, well, like, by what, small bites? But, like, okay. Are you planning on eradicating all of them?
Brought the kid all the way from Pittsburgh. That's all I know.
Over there!
Over where?
Cover me, I'm moving up. I got your back.
People behind me?
Cover me!
Oh, I didn't reload. I'm all good.
Cover me, I'm moving up.
Sorry, I'm the one that does the shotgun rain. Right? It's like the last two guys. Like, Where you at, huh?
In the office. Swing back.
Oh my god, that hurt.
Shit! Where the fuck did you go? Here we go!
Thank you. And that's it. That's how you just like wipe out a squad. Did I collect? No, I did not. I have 90 rounds. Right? Guess 90. 30 per clip. Mag. What have you. Whatever you want to call it. I mean, clips are for civvies. They put them in their hair. Magazines are what people use. No offense, Joe. I think they're gonna push through that. Not a lot. Okay.
Hey, Anna. It's been a while since we spoke. I just gave the okay to proceed with the surgery. I really doubt I had much of a choice. Asking you is more of a formality. I need you to know that I've kept my promise all these years. Despite everything that I was in charge of, I looked after her. I would have done anything for her, and at times here's a chance to save us. All of us. This is what we were after. What you were after. They asked me to kill the smuggler. I'm not about to kill the one man in this facility that might understand the weight of this choice. Maybe he can forgive me. Oh, I miss you, Anna. Your daughter will be with you soon.
It's really hard to tell this, like, if she really feels the pain. Cause she's been what, like a what did I want it? Yeah, I want to see how much I had. You know,
Sweet Jesus.
Doctor? What are you doing in here? I won't let you take her. This is our future. Think of all the lives we'll save. Don't come any closer. I mean it.
No! Fucking animal!
Carrie, shut the hell up.
sorry. She's going away.
I got you. I got you. Oh, shit.
We are leaving. We're out. Later. Why are these guys so fast? I got everywhere to go. You just can't shoot me.
This is your last chance. Drop her. Now. I got her in my sight.
How did...
Hey, stop!
Man, I don't know why, but in the original, it feels like that was much more like actiony than this one.
You can't save her. Even if you get her out of here, then what? How long before she's torn to pieces by a pack of clickers? That is, if she hasn't been raped and murdered first.
It ain't for you to decide.
It's what she'd want. And you know it. Look. You can still do the right thing here. She won't feel anything.
What the hell am I wearing?
Just take it easy. Drugs are still wearing off.
What happened?
We found the fireflies. Turns out there's a whole lot more like you, Ellie. People that are immune. There's dozens, actually. Ain't done 'em a damn bit of good, neither. They've stopped looking for a cure. I'm taking us home. I'm sorry.
Wait! Let me go. Please.
You just come after her.
Oh. Oh my. Joel gets what Joel wants.
Well, looks like we're walking.
Oh, hey, this was a manual.
Should be a straight shot through here.
Wait,
Alright.
what manual?
It's actually kind
I've
of
actually
pretty,
never
ain't
seen
it?
a manual where the gear shifter isn't like in the middle. That one had 3 pedals. Okay, that was odd. I've driven a decent amount of manuals in my life, so they're like, wait, hold up, what is this way, Joel? I'm running away. Is there anything this way? How did we get here? When this happens and they're like, well, here's a boundary. It's like, wait a minute, how did we get past? Jacksonville, Colorado. And oh man. Sorry, Joel, I just had to look around and retime my hair 20 times.
Now watch your head going through.
Here, I got it.
Feeling my age now. I don't think I ever told you, but Sarah and I used to take hikes like this. I think the two of you would have been good friends if you really would have liked. I know she would love you.
I bet I would have.
I feel like, oh wow. Number 14. I was about to say, I don't think that's the last comic book. That'd be cool if it was. But yeah, I don't think I collected them all in one go. I didn't also find all the Firefly pendants. I'm just surprised you can't find Tommy's.
Put down there. Just a little bit further now.
Go this way? I'm just exploring every which way. Kind of, it's a surreal ending because you know Joel lied.
I got you. In your head.
I mean, you don't know if the cure would ever actually be real.
Hey, wait. Back in Boston, back when I was bitten, I wasn't alone. My best friend was there. And she got bit too. We didn't know what to do. So, she says, let's just wait it out. You know, we can be all poetic and just lose our minds together. I'm still waiting for my turn.
Ellie.
Her name was Riley, and she was the first to die. And then it was Tess. And then Sam.
None of that is on you.
Oh, you don't understand.
I struggled for a long time with surviving. And you... No matter what, you keep finding something to fight for. Now, I know that's not what you want to hear right now.
Swear to me. Swear to me that everything that you said about the Fireflies is true.
I swear.
Okay?
And that is Last of Us. I think it's just completing the game on any difficulty. Right? Complete part 1. Yep. 28% of people have this achievement or trophy, I guess you could say. Oh. Man, Last was such a good series. And if they ever make a third one, I hope they just leave. Either it's the prequel to The Last of Us, where it's like just a Joel story again, like a Joel and Tommy story, or it's a whole new story. I want one of those. That's what I want for like part 3 or a pre-part 1. Last of Us Part the pre-Last of Us, and it's just like the Joel story of him like surviving like every couple of years. But oh man, dude, this story is just so good. I'm excited for the TV show. It's gonna come out here in maybe like a couple months. And after this, I actually completed this pretty fast. Am I gonna replay this game eventually? Yes, probably not right away. It's one of those games where I almost want to complete it, but at the same time I don't. Like 100% like platinum it. I'm excited to see Kermit I swear, if Kermit the Frog is played as Joel or Ellie, I hope it's Joel, in the PC remake or remaster, that would be very funny. Also, the one thing I didn't like is the fact that you have to play this game once. I mean, for me, it's annoying. Maybe for very first time players, it's not. But to get the extra skins, you need to beat the game at least once. And it's just like, okay, I mean, fair. Is like, maybe it's like, oh, well, what, in this different universe, Ellie's wearing her summer gear all year long. I don't know. Or like Joel's wearing his winter gear all year long. I'm a little upset. It doesn't seem like there's like a very like weird ass like Joel's in like a pink furry suit or some shit like that. That'd be pretty funny if they did that. Just like as a little bit like we felt like being weird, and so we made Joel wear a pink furry suit. But sounds like my neighbors are doing some weird shit. I can't tell. I just know I hear shit. But yeah, now it's just gonna be like Saints Row, Fallout 3, maybe Call of Duty 2019. So when I play Modern Warfare 2, I at least have a story prior. God, I love this song. This is a guitar, but when it's played on acoustic, it just sounds so much better. I'm pretty sure that's guitar. It doesn't sound like a acoustic guitar. There's like a faint difference. Now, the thing is, I know people complain that this game is not worth $70, and I can agree. It's probably not. It's just a marketing thing to prove to Naughty Dog, but maybe it's just so they can have money for their next title, like next big title or whatever remake or next game they're gonna make. Maybe that's what it is. Like, clearly they didn't need it because it's Naughty Dog, but if it didn't sell for $70, like, there's a lot of stuff in this game. Like, if they just sold the game for $70 and all they did was just like remake the graphics, it would be a little bit but they added a bunch of stuff. I think the reason the $70 is just because of all the extra stuff they added, and that's why it's called a remake, because they added new cosmetics for everybody, new cosmetics for all the guns. Well, I say for everybody, it's for Joel and Ellie, but I mean, that's all that really matters, is that you get to see them in different outfits. A ton of accessibilities for people who normally can't play video games, and that takes a lot of money, guys. Like, to go get the resources for that. Like, I'm not into like game development or anything like that, but to know, hey, I want to make a game, and it's gonna take a ton of money to get all these accessibility options to program in, take time and money. And then you have like the speedrunner stuff for people who want to do speedruns of this game. And like they have a timer for you now. And then like they have podcasts, which I know you can probably find these podcasts for free. somewhere now, if they are solely for this game, or if they're for old podcasts I just threw on here for extra stuff to listen to when you're playing this game. Like, there's a lot of stuff in this game, so I can see why it's worth $70 for them. Should have been probably like 50, 60 at most, probably. I mean, it is a remake of a game that's been released for the 3rd time. But I think it's fine. I mean, I paid the $80 to get the extra little stuff. It's because I really love these games. Was the extra stuff worth it? No, it wasn't. And did it help me? A little bit. Not a lot, but it was there enough to where I didn't have to worry about like upgrading my pistol a little bit or upgrading my, I think, healing speed, I think it comes with. But yeah. This game's great. Play it. Watch it. Watch it again. Watch me play it all 3 separate times. It'd be cool if they added like a little after thing where you just kind of like run around and look at Tommy's town. Like, before Bruce Starley for his enormous role in the development of Last of Us. Okay, I didn't read that. I realized they were thinking so many very specific. These cutscenes, or these outros, credit scenes, kind of get long. I feel like the longer games have been around, the feels like the longer these get, which is fine. More people work on these games now, and you gotta think every single one of them, and it's fine. That's why I'll sit and talk during the last bit of this, just so you can I can show their gratitude for the people who made these games. But yeah, game's great. Play it, watch it, do whatever you need to. I know not everybody has a PS5. I got very lucky getting mine. I snagged that shit as soon as I could. And I'm actually kind of, it's funny. When I bought my PS5, I don't think I knew what game was going to be my first PS5 game. I thought it was going to be like Demon's Souls or something that was like made for the PS5. But it ends up being it was Last of Us, which is crazy. I think that might have been one of my first PlayStation games I like actually played through. Like PS4 games. It might not. I don't remember. I just know. No, I don't think it was. Well, I think it might have been the first one I completed. Possibly. I don't remember, to be honest. I've played a lot of games, and now I've played a lot of PlayStation games. I mostly play my games on Xbox, but I have played a lot of games. So much where my playlist that has all my videos in one is starting to get long. Like, I have like over 800 hours of just footage on YouTube. It's more than some of the top creators. I know it's different because I play do let's plays, and they might like do cut up compilations, but I mean, that's crazy. I have so much more footage. I thought the credits would end by now. I'm just kind of leaning back in my chair. But how many parts does this take me? Like 7? 7 parts? Right? Yeah, it took me about 7 parts. And like the first 2 were about 3 hours. So this is about a 12-hour game. Yeah, because I started playing it like once you hit fall, it's like It kind of sucks because the first part of the game that's in summer takes forever. I'm not saying that like it's a bad thing, but it's like summer takes forever, fall and winter are like an hour and a half each, and then spring's also about an hour and a half. Because it's just valid. Maybe you started summer, like at the start of summer. No idea. But just kind of feel bad because it doesn't show off like everything. The Last of Us Part 2, I think mostly takes place during like summer and fall. Like they didn't like that took a like they did like I think it might take place in spring and summer. Because they like didn't joke around. Joel died in like winter. Spoiler alert if you haven't watched Last of Us Part 2 or played it. The game's been out what 2 years now. It's fine. Joel died in winter. Ellie got to Seattle by like spring. Like it was the end of winter and like the start of spring when she finally got there, and then she kind of tore through in a matter of like a couple days. And then there was a time skip this summer when she went to like Los Angeles or like a town in California. I have no idea who these people are. But hey, maybe it's some people who worked on the first game. And these credits are long. But luckily these videos are hour parts. Maybe I shouldn't have made this like hours. I definitely could have pushed this. I realized once I started playing like this game and Saints Row, there's actually kind of a big gap in months between like the games I want to play. So I think my next games I want to play are like that come out, like new games that are coming out are like in December and October, like the new Call of Duty, and then like October is like Atomic Heart, and then Calastro Protocol, however you pronounce that game. I'm probably always gonna mispronounce it, but yeah, man, these credits are long. Like these are like movie credits, and even then movie credits don't even feel this long. It might be just because I'm talking to myself and like making it feel like it's dragging. It does feel like it's dragging a little bit. Also, I guess I really need to record Fallout 3 now. I thought this game was gonna be cut like maybe another 2 parts, but I was very wrong. Rip me. Okay, who are we thinking now? Is it like mod visuals, mood visuals, concept artists, any interactive entertainment, Grady Hunt, Scott Road? Maybe this is why it's $70 because the credits take 20 minutes. I feel like these credits have taken 20 minutes. This is the reason this game's $70 because it has so much gameplay time. Can we talk about how people just want to complain about new stuff no matter what? Even if it's like new old stuff. Especially if it's like new old stuff. Like, I feel like when Dead Space, like people are excited for Dead Space Remake, but at the same time, when that game got announced that they're remaking it, people hate it. I kept seeing controversy on YouTube about it, Because they're like, but it's not like Dead Space 4. It's a remake of the first game. And the first game holds up great. It's like, so does this first game. It holds up great, but I really would like a remake to show to the next generation. I'm pretty sure people are upset about the Resident Evil 4 remake. Like, okay. Once again, that game doesn't hold up as well as, like, these games, but it's also much older. It's like, what, 2006, 2004? I forgot when that game came out. I think it's like 2006, right? Because it was on the GameCube, but it's also like, I think PS3 and Xbox 360. I know it's on the Xbox 360, but I'm pretty sure it's on the 3. I don't know. But anyways, people just want to hate. Just enjoy what you're getting. Because, like, I know everybody wants an original game, but if you want to go play an original game, like, go play an indie game. Go support indie developers. Because those people have some, like, great ideas. And they would become AAA games with a full-fledged story and this, that, and the other if people supported them. But people don't. Do I want to play indie games? Not particularly, because most of them are, like, Castlevanias or, like, games I'm not really looking into. Because I'm not saying I'm only playing AAA games. If you gave me a game that had, like, a good 4 to 5 hour story and it wasn't like a 2D visual art, I would probably play it. But a lot of indie game developers like the 2D style of games, so I'm not really into that art style. It's good. I'm not going to say it's bad, but it's not something I'm into. But people are always like, oh, why are we getting all these old games remade when we could be getting new games? It's like, well, new games take time to develop. Story probably takes 4 or 5 years to be like, this is a story. Cool. Let's, like, okay, that's not true. Maybe it takes like a year and a half or something, like 2 years, like 2 to 3 years at most for a story, right? But, like, then you gotta, like, program everything. Then you gotta, like, game test it, make sure everything works. Then you gotta, like, maybe readapt the story to, like, how the gameplay works. It's not like a book. It's not like a book. It's an interactive book. Like, this game's great, but at the same time, you probably have to. They probably had to change the story a couple times because of the way the game's made. It's like, stop complaining, please. Just enjoy what we're getting. I'm so happy about this remake. One, because I love the series. I love The Last of Us. It's like top 2, top 5. It's like either 1 to 2. It's like between 1 and 2. I don't really have a favorite game. It's more like my favorite games are like Dead Space, The Last of Us, Dead Rising 1 and 2 are really good. BioShock's up there, like all 3 of them. What are those other games? Breath of the Wild's up there. Stardew's up there. I mean, if we're not going strictly by, like, story games, Stardew's way up there. I played a lot of that. Apex, Rocket League, they're all up there too. Like, just my favorite games. So they do start getting blurred or lines separated when it's like, what's your favorite multiplayer game? I'm like, probably Rocket League / Apex. Favorite game to just, like, mess around in, Stardew. Favorite game to play, like, story-wise, probably The Last of Us, BioShock, Dead Rising, Dead Space. Like, not even in those particular order, just, like, those. And, like, any BioShock. I thought 2 had a great story, especially Minerva's Den. Why was Microsoft in there? I saw 2022 Microsoft. Maybe because they had to port it over to the PC. Yo, you know how hard it is to find fonts for games that people, like, have made? People have, like, remade fonts and then asked to be paid $40 for these fonts. I'm like, I'm not doing that, dude. It's a font. Please give it. But I make do. We're gonna get an ending cutscene, or is it? Nope. Okay, cool. Game completed. If you unlock New Game Plus, it can be activated when starting a new game. Character skins, weapon skins, gameplay modifiers, filters, modes, and other bonus content is available in the extra menu. Let's check out these, like, there's a lot of stuff, right? There's this. I didn't even mention this. Like promotional art, characters, infected, comics. Model viewer. Joel and Ellie around campfire. Joel carrying Ellie. Like, there's all of this extra stuff. Jerry. I think that's Abby's dad. His name is Jerry. Oh, you get to see the giraffe. Why do we get this now? We saw that like mid-game. Anyway, so yeah, now we get like all these. It's not like a lot different. But yeah, I think you got these two for free. That's like a real golden gun. Ellie, I think she has a lot more. Is that a... I like that reference. That's a pretty funny reference. Is this just her outfit from 2? Oh, that's a PlayStation store. Ratchet and Clank. Ah, oh, Infamous. Shadow of the Colossus. Sly Cooper. That's actually really cool. I think it's Nathan Drake, Uncharted. That's actually really cool. I don't know what this game is. It looks familiar, but I don't remember. I don't know why, but I forgot they made this game. Is that a little Ratchet? Daxter, never mind. I don't know why she has this. Oh, Jack goggles. Okay, that makes sense. Yes, please. It's like gameplay modifiers. It's like slow motion. There's like a lot of stuff that you could do. I could have turned this on at any moment, but I didn't. These seem funny. Everything would be like super high, super whatever. So there's like a lot for this game that people are complaining about. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Sorry for rambling on for about 30 minutes about stuff. Stop complaining about these new games, new old games getting remade. And just enjoy what we're getting. Because for like 2020 and 2021, we really didn't get much. At least good. Nothing good really came out those years. This year people are just kind of shitting on stuff because we're not like getting... Like, we're not getting great content, but we're not getting awful content. And we're not... It's like, we're getting content that's like, okay. But people are just upset with it. Or just want to be mad about it because it's not original or it's not like new and exciting. So yeah, remember to like, comment, subscribe, share, everything in that good nature. Until next time, guys, later.
No problem.